peace and good afternoon. I'm Noble Seafood, Christopher Jackson Bay, and this is another lesson in session coming from the temple of Shi Chuan Fa, from the school of Shi Chuan Fa, on Shi Chuan Fa. Now, in this lesson, we're going to do Chi katas. Now, if anyone was familiar with martial arts and katas are basically scripted routines. They're scripted routines of the techniques that you use, whether it be for battle or anything of that nature. You would even call a routine that a ballerina or even a gymnast would do be called a kata, because it's already a scripted routine of what moves or techniques that that specific performer is getting ready to perform. These techniques are techniques of what we use, which is also known as KTFs, key fighting techniques, or CTFs, chi fighting techniques. These are basically techniques that you use when it comes to the art of combat or the art of martial arts. So this is the martial side of things. Now, if you already previously reviewed our last video, you have learned how to conjure and bring up this shit. And you realize that now visualization is one of the true keys of using this shit. Now you must demonstrate making it go outside and leave the body and keep on going through until it reaches your target. This is where more advanced things come into play, but they can be started off simply by just doing the katas. Just like you do a kata of a punch, and you keep on doing it until you finally physically right there in front of the opponent or in front of the punching bag, you actually execute it. It's the same way. In the same way how you're doing it, it's another routine. We're going to start a basic routine by just doing something I like to call chi blast. Basically, get in about horse stance. Your knees bended, toes slightly put a bit out. Gonna hold and bring the chi here. Charge it, throw out. These are basic chi blasts. Come out, hand must be slightly curved out, because it might come out as a ball blast, because I already know that a lot of folks charge it as a ball and bring it out as a blast. But you want to hold your hand slightly curved out, so therefore if you're very close to the opponent, there's no other room, when it comes and attacks the opponent, it already comes out and pushes them back. Because a lot of things that you're doing with chi, you're going through the opponent. So therefore, when you throw this, you're going through the opponent, not at the opponent. You're throwing the chi through the opponent, just like you're throwing your fist or your palm through the opponent. You're trying to reach beyond their back. This is where all the explosive power of where your chi comes from when you throw it out. So we're going to do basic chi blast first as a kata. We're going to do about 20 of these, basically from here. Every time you keep on throwing them out, you want to imagine you're throwing out chi, 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 chi. You want to see it leave, you want to see it leave, you want to throw it out, you want to feel it come out your hands, feel it come out your hands. Breathe, bring it out of your Jian-Tin, build it up, throw it out, 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 throw it out. Just like that, just like that, just like that. And stop. Good. Now, we're going to do the same thing, but now we're going to do it at different gauges. Now, folks who study martial arts or you're fighting know that you have this thing called the gauge. You split up the human body into a 4 or into a 6 box. When you do a 6 box, you have what's called a low gauge, medium gauge, and a high gauge. Also known as the left and right low gauge, the left and right medium gauge, and the left and right high gauge. So therefore you know exactly where you're aiming at, so therefore you can scientifically break down, dissect the body, so therefore you know exactly where you're going to hit that opponent at. Now, with this exercise, you're using that same principle. You're doing the same chi blast, but now you're going low, medium, and high. The reason why, because low for anything in this area, medium for anything in this area, and high for anything up here in this area. And therefore, you're attacking your opponent from the ground on up. Now we're going to do about, well, maybe about 20, 25 minutes. And remember, it's the same principle. Same principle. Throwing out the chi, throwing out the chi, throwing out the chi. Only throwing out the chi low, throwing out the chi medium, throwing out the chi high. Ready? And begin. Chi, 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 chi. Throw, 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 throw. Low, medium, high, low, medium, high, low, medium, high, low, medium, high. That's right. Go ahead. Space out your breaths. Space out your breaths. It'll be more easier when you control your energy. And stop. Good. Shake out your hand before get the blood flowing properly. Now you'll notice that your hands might have gotten hotter and heavier, and there's also leftover chi from it. Meaning to say that now your hands become a bit more stronger or more heavier. We'll go to the students and even ask them if they felt any difference after throwing out certain chi balls. Now, did you notice anything different from before than after when you threw out all that chi?
Yeah, I felt kind of like, I don't know, like I was pushing stuff out, sort of. I don't know, almost threw out my elbow or something.
But you notice when you threw it out, your hand went from heavy to light every time you pushed it out, but every time you conjured it up, it came out.
I noticed that. And it's hot now.
Yes, it's hot. And you also kind of still feel that magnetic stuff, but it's more like stronger around your hands now.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you can go and ask this student. Now, what did you feel as you was going through the class?
Well, I felt like as I did that, I became less and less stressed about things in life and became free and was on cares. And that's great. And then I still felt a little bit better. Basically, I just felt things were easier and light and easy.
That's good. Using things with Chi Chuan Fa does happen to do that. It'll bring you to a state of peace because that is the spiritual aspect of it, as well as also the physical aspect is you're also using and clearing out energy, maybe even stagnant energy, so you can therefore flow. When you have more better flowing of energy, a flow of chi, then you're feeling good. And when you're feeling good, you're feeling at peace. And when you're feeling at peace, you have the ability to think, act, and speak as one should, and carry out the normal things you are supposed to do in life. This is the true application and form of chi, one of the true and many application forms of chi. Not only just as a martial art, but as a way of gaining one's peace in one's surroundings, as well as getting one peace with one's creator, finding the inner God within them and the God of all. So therefore, I would like to invite and enjoy more folks as I end this tape, and you will find more folks contacted. But before I do that, I would like to go through a couple more other techniques before I end this tape. These are some more techniques you might be able to want to do at home other than these techniques that I've just done. So we're going to do one called what's called the Chi Wave. And it's a simple technique. I'm going to stand a little bit more wide stance. I'm going to start gathering the energy from here. Then we go to the left, coming over. Out. Then we slowly come down. I'll do about 10 just to show you. It's a simple way of conjuring the energy back and forth. Back and forth. Okay? Do it. Here. Now, we're going to do another technique. This one is called Hadoken. Hado meaning the enchantment or the rolling force. You're basically gathering energy, not this time inside yourself, but energy that's around you. So you want to visualize gathering the raw energy around you. You're going to do the ancient form of Hadoken. Now you're going to start, the legs kind of spread apart. Dominant hand in the sky, whichever one's your dominant hand, or the hand you write with in the sky. Left dominant hand right here. Breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. Now as you're doing this, you're going to start slowly moving the hands. You're breathing in and out. Just like this. Now watch closely. Let's go here. Here. Out. Let's breathe in and out. In. Let's go for his hands here. His hands here. Hands back out. Hands facing you again. Facing back out. And as you're gathering, you're going to start feeling that you create a ring of energy all around where you keep on moving your hands. Most folks don't notice is when you're doing this type of move, you're starting to kind of form a yin-yang sign with your own hands. And you're bringing both the positive and the negative forces together that are naturally out in the universe. Naturally out where you're at. Now, as you gather enough energy, this last time that we're gathering it, we're going to swipe all the last bit of it, like almost like we're erasing it and putting it into our hands, collecting all of it in. We're going to bring the hands here. Here you're going to feel how strong it is. Hold it, bring it back here, and thrust it out. Now, we're going to do it. We're going to do the Kai's, but the Kai's are going to be a little bit faster. We're going to go one swipe, in and out. And we're going to do the other side, swipe, out. We're going to do about 20 of these, so they're getting used to it. Alright? Ready? And begin. Two. Four. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. That's 10. Now, once again, I would like to go to the students and get their reaction on what they felt as they was conjuring up that whole technique. Now, what was your feelings and descriptions of the energy of how you felt when you started first conjuring up all the way to the moment you learned how to fly?
It felt like it was like a basketball in my hand, kind of like I was like rolling it around in my hand, and I was like passing it to somebody else. That's what it kind of felt like. And it was really like peaceful, sort of. Like I was in tune with like
All
the
in
matter
nature.
and stuff.
Interesting. That's good. Now, to you, what was you feeling as you was conjuring up the energies?
I felt some sort of strain, as if strings were moving me, but also I felt like as I did that, the strings released, and that I could control more of my energy.
That's good. What he's describing is what's called etheric chords. He felt the etheric chords that ties all the energy all to one place because all living things are bound by other living things by chords. He's actually telling you that he's experiencing and feeling etherical chords. So, we're going to do another technique. We're going to do a simple technique that could be used to ward off folks from your left to your right. Now, stand wide, and we're going to go from here. First, moves here. Then we take the other hand and we go here. Yeah. And we bring that hand here. Then we bring that hand and bring the other hand and go here. All these cheetahs. Then restart back up, go back here. So we're going to do about 10 of these. We're going to do them nice and slow, so therefore when you learn how to put it together and you need to do them with quickness, it'll come out as real quick. We're going to do it slow enough so therefore you can see how it's put together, so therefore one can start to learn how to conjure, bring it out, so therefore it can come out all smooth. Ready? Yeah. Left, right. Left, right. Over. Last technique. Now, this technique might be a little hard to some, might be a little more easy to some. We're going to do a technique that only requires any 1 to 2 fingers. We're doing what's known as key drill. Now, conjures, you want to first start seeing the energy in Dan Chan. You want to see it slowly go up your chest, into your arm, down into your fingers. You want to see it slowly fill up your 2 fingers like you was filling up a glass. And keep on feeling that energy until it starts becoming vibrating and buzzing. As you do that, once it starts feeling vibrating and buzzing, you want to imagine that you see a small little chi ball or key ball at the top of the tip of the 2 fingers. Now, when you feel as though you had enough energy, you just want to release it. Throw that forward. Now, we're going to do a couple katas with them. This is the energy that you want to throw out as when you're doing these katas. We're going to do low, medium, high katas with them. Then we're going to go over and over. And bring it back. You put it all together, it can be real quick. We're going to do it slow enough, so therefore, you build yourself up. Ready? And we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Again. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. more time, I would like to ask students their thoughts and comments on what they was feeling as they did those last two techniques. Now, what did you experience as you did the last two techniques with the energy and shit?
Well, I felt like when I felt like I could see the energy in my hand, like I could almost see like the green ball, like it was almost like a rubber band ball. It kind of looked like, and I could see me like throwing it to someone else, like a more powerful gun or something.
Good, good. That's her actually demonstrating that she was using some of her third eye to actually see the energy. The more strong you conjure energy, the more you compact it, which is now called Jing, to make it more solid, the more that you might also see the vibration of the actual color of the energy, which she's able to see. So that's a good result. That's some of the end results that you want to get out of your shit. Now, for you, what did you experience when you was using your shit in the last two techniques?
Well, I felt like that all the energy from my legs to my head to coming out, where I was releasing it from my fingers, which I felt a cleansing of such like if any bad thoughts or even feelings just went away. It's most bad happiness that's pretty much what I felt.
That's good. That when he did that particular energy, that key drill, it actually took all whatever was negative, stagnant energy was left and threw it out. That's a good way of cleansing the chi. So that was a very good way that he did that. So with these techniques that are in this video, I would implore one to investigate, do their own independent investigation, and practice and try, and wait for the next tape. You can contact me at the contact information in this tape. I am the Noble Seafood, Chris Ronald Jackson Bay, and I do invite you into the school of Chi Chuan Fa within the Temple